Wow.
This is crazy.
Chateau.
Chateau.
Oh my God. And you used to watch this?
Yeah.
Wow.
I've only seen this on the screen.
Yeah.
It's like you meet a star when
I
you see
know.
the place.
That's how I felt stepping into Bridgerton.
Absolutely.
This is how I felt. Yeah.
Absolutely. Now, would you call this rather a manor or a mansion rather than a castle, right?
Well, would you? I mean, I'd say chateau. I know chateau, so
Yeah.
probably.
How would
What
you call this place, Yerin?
I would say mansion.
Mansion, right?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Because to me, castle in English is like a castle. It's more like a...
It feels bigger.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
What's
Ready
your
to make
steps
sense?
right here?
Ready to make sense? Sense of what?
Just to make, like, be able to talk and make sense.
Hello.
Oh my God.
Bon, maintenant, à chaque fois que je viens vous voir, je viens avec des stars.
Ah oui.
Mesdames et messieurs, Yerin and Luke Thompson.
It's nice to see you again.
Yeah.
Nice to see you. You're sitting here.
Yeah.
Great.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Did you sleep?
Yes.
Comment allez-vous?
You did?
Yeah.
Okay.
How about you?
No. Very little sleep.
Why?
If you're okay, we're just going to step like 5 centimeters.
This way?
There you go. Perfect. How about that? You're comfy?
Yeah.
Comfy
very.
as. Yeah.
Bon, alors, je crois que vous connaissez déjà nos deux acteurs qui viennent vous faire le privilège de leur présence aujourd'hui. I know that they've had the privilege of seeing the avant-premiere yesterday, right? Donc, Luke Thompson et Yerin de Bridgerton, qui sont ici aujourd'hui pour échanger avec vous, parler de leur métier d'acteur. Et je vais donc Luke speaks perfect French, as you know. Et je crois, Luc, que tu connais bien la Star Academy.
Oui, je connais bien la Star Academy. Non, je la regardais quand j'avais 12-13 ans, peut-être. Mais jamais j'aurais pensé... Enfin, c'est tellement surréel. Et même juste voir le château et puis venir ici, c'est très bizarre, quoi. Jamais j'aurais pensé... être digne d'une visite à la Star Academy dans cette capacité, quoi. C'est dingue. Ouais, c'est vraiment dingue. C'est bizarre, la vie.
Ouais, c'est ce que je disais à Luc, quand on arrive et qu'on voit le château, c'est comme si on rencontrait une star, tellement on a l'habitude de voir le lieu.
Oui.
For the people that are used to watching the Star Academy on television, seeing the mansion is almost like meeting a star when you see it the first time, because we're so used to seeing it on TV for like decades now.
Well, we were saying it's like when Yerin saw the Bridgerton set for the first time.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So welcome to our mansion. We decided to call it a mansion rather than a castle, parce qu'en anglais, un castle, comme la traduction château, c'est plus les châteaux médiévaux. Donc ici, on va plus parler de a mansion or... yeah, you said mansion was right? Absolutely?
Yeah,
good. OK, alors, écoutez, donc hier, vous avez tous pu voir le premier épisode de la saison 4 de Bridgerton. So they've all seen the first episode yesterday. Donc déjà, on aurait aimé savoir un petit peu ce que vous en avez pensé. Est-ce que vous avez passé un bon moment? Et puis, est-ce que vous avez des questions à poser à nos deux protagonistes par rapport à ce que vous avez vu hier? La chance!
C'était trop bien.
C'était génial.
Génial.
C'était trop bien.
Yeah.
Thank
So
you.
much.
We were shocked at the plot twist at the end where we find out that
Oh, really?
everyone was like, oh no.
No, she's working hard.
It was kind of reminiscing of a Cinderella story.
Yeah,
kind of,
yeah.
Which is really heartwarming.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
Everyone.
Donc Bastian a été choqué par le retournement de situation de la fin de l'épisode 1. On va rien spoiler pour ceux qui ne l'ont pas encore vu.
Oui, c'est vrai qu'il faut pas spoiler.
Vous parlez tous anglais, on est d'accord?
Oui.
We're very lucky. We all have English speakers here. So I suggest that you ask questions in English and I'll translate for all the people that are watching us right now. Est-ce que quelqu'un a quelque chose d'autre à ajouter sur ce que vous avez vu hier?
How did you find the premiere? Like, just being at the premiere? Like, did you enjoy, like, what was it like? Because that, for me, that's the huge thing. It's
Qu'est-ce que
just
ça vous a fait?
the show of, like, being at a premiere. Like, aside from the actual thing you watch, like, how was it?
Well,
how did you find it?
It felt like being at a wedding.
Yeah.
We entered the building, and it was like, please guys, walk slowly. We were just walking like very slowly with the
like
music
that
and
arch.
all the flowers, and I don't know, it was just so beautiful.
Yeah.
And then meeting people that we're used to see on TV, like it was just a little bit weird,
Beautiful.
but so cool.
Yeah.
And
And Guillaume Diop, the danseur étoile of the Paris Opera that started
Yes,
the
the
show.
ballet, do you remember?
The ballet dancers.
Yeah, I know.
Incredible.
I kind of.
He was there yesterday?
yes.
Oh, wow. Donc, Luc demandait aux élèves ce que ça leur a fait, au-delà de voir le premier épisode, mais d'assister à une avant-première. Donc, pour Sarah, c'était comme être à un mariage. I saw that you were wearing this beautiful gown as well, so that must have helped feeling as if you were at a wedding, right?
Yeah.
Et puis vous aussi, attention, vous étiez pimpé, je vous ai vu. Oh là 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 là. Donc c'était un chouette truc, Ambre. Ça t'a fait quoi d'assister à cette avant-première? What was it like for you to be there?
It was amazing. I felt so lucky, and I'm so grateful to be able to, I felt really lucky to be there, and everything was so beautiful. Everyone was so kind, and the episode was insane. So yeah, it was amazing.
Thank you.
Wonderful. So I wanted to ask you, because when you, first of all, how long does it take to shoot such a long season? How long are you staying in the UK, right? Everything was shot in the UK. So how long did it last for you guys?
I think
9
including
months.
prep,
Is that right?
it was like 10.
10 with prep, yeah. 10
Oh, wow.
months.
So almost a year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Donc pardon, là je fais du franglais, pour tourner l'intégralité de cette saison, ça a été presque 10 mois sur place en Angleterre, en sachant que Yerin, if I'm not mistaken, you live in Australia, right?
Yes, I do.
It was
Yes.
10 months away from home.
Yeah.
Was it hard, or how did it feel to be
Away.
away?
Yeah. Funnily enough, a lot of my, so far in my career, I've been away from home for most of my jobs for quite long stints at a time. So I do get quite homesick very easily, and it can get really lonely. And I think, in jobs, it's lucky if you get along with people, but that's not always going to be the case. Yeah, not a given. And sometimes it's okay that work colleagues are just colleagues. But very luckily enough, like everyone on Bridgerton became friends and family, so it was a lot easier to not be homesick.
Good.
Yeah, and if I do, I go to a Korean restaurant and pretend I'm eating my mom's food.
Oh, there you go. I actually wanted to say hi to you by saying 감사합니다.
Oh, 감사합니다.
Because he's got the French, so I felt like it was just fair for you to have a bit of Korean, right?
It's time.
It's time.
It's time.
We're doing this all in Korean now.
I tried to speak Korean the other day. It was a disaster.
No,
it was.
It's hard because phonetics, it doesn't translate properly, and you did so well.
Thank you.
Parce que
I really
Yerin est
forced that
d'origine
out of you.
coréenne, donc c'est pour ça que je disais, vu que lui déjà il parle français, on peut quand même un petit peu parler coréen avec Yerin, un partout balle au centre, quoi. Hein. I was wondering, how did you prepare for your character for this season? Did you have the script a long time in advance before being in the UK to prepare? Did you work with a coach? How do you prepare for such a role, for such a long time being that part?
Well, we probably have quite
Comment
different...
vous êtes-vous préparé pour le rôle?
No, we probably have quite different experiences because I've been in the show for 5 years now.
Ça fait 5 ans que Luc joue dans Bridgerton.
So the preparation you might do, it was already baked in. I'd done it by doing the show.
Yeah.
So I was in a position where I was able to just... yeah, preparation's great up to a point, you know, and it's good to prepare. But when you actually get on set, I do find it's more useful to it's a surrendering exercise, I think, acting, more than... And I think always, like, the little things that actors do that they don't even realise they're doing, those are the really interesting things that when you watch someone, like, those are the things they don't even realise they're doing. So I was able, thanks to having been in the show for 5 years, to just turn up and just sort of go on the ride and see, you know, just do the scenes and see what happens and just sort of go on a little adventure together. But I know probably that might be different for you because you didn't have that hinterland.
I didn't have 5 years.
Probably it's practice.
Practice of the character. And my process from getting the job to going to do prep was really quick. It was like about 2 weeks from the first audition to hearing about the job. And then I had like 4 days to pack my stuff back in Sydney, then flew out. So
4 days for 10 months?
Yeah.
Now that's smart packing.
Yeah. I had to pack my room up because my landlord was terrible. Anyways, long story. But I didn't have this script by then, and Bridgerton is based off of a book, so I use that as like my Bible, and really try to understand Julia's brain of how she envisioned the character. And that was very lucky because not all scripts are, you know, based off of books. But yeah, I think for me it was that art of surrendering, and you can only prepare to such a point, but then you have to receive
and let go.
And Luke's very good at giving new things and things to bounce off of, and so it was just an act of letting go.
Donc les préparations étaient très différentes pour l'un comme pour l'autre, puisque donc Luc, ça fait 5 ans qu'il joue ce personnage, donc forcément à l'aube de cette nouvelle saison, comme il le dit, tu te prépares, mais au bout d'un moment, la préparation, there's so much you can do. À un moment, il faut se mettre à jouer, il faut se mettre en collaboration avec les autres acteurs, et il faut accepter de complètement s'abandonner à un rôle et de juste, ok, c'est bon. Maintenant, ce que je vous dis souvent, ok, on a travaillé la technique, maintenant on oublie tout et on joue. Et pour Yerin, donc elle a eu 2 semaines entre le moment où elle a appris qu'elle avait le rôle et son départ pour l'Angleterre. Et donc elle s'est beaucoup basée, puisqu'elle n'avait pas le script encore à ce moment-là, sur le livre, puisque si vous ne le savez pas, Bridgerton à l'origine c'est un livre. The author of the books, Bridgerton, is Julia, I forgot her last name. Julia Quinn. Yeah. Voilà, Julia Quinn qui est l'autrice originelle des histoires de Bridgerton. Donc, comme dit Yerin, c'était un peu sa Bible pendant 2 semaines avant de recevoir le script pour se familiariser avec le personnage. And I think I translated almost everything, didn't I?
Really impressive.
That was like dot notes.
I did not talk about your landlord. I'm so sorry. I was wondering also, do you have a director? Is it the same director for every episode?
No.
Donc c'est pas toujours le même réalisateur selon les épisodes. And do you have directors that give a lot of notes and you know, opposition to maybe directors that give you a lot more freedom and you have to kind of be your own third eye, in which case, what do you prefer? Donc, comme ce ne sont pas les mêmes réalisateurs selon les épisodes, forcément, il y a des méthodes de travail différentes. Est-ce qu'ils préfèrent les réalisateurs qui sont ce qu'on appelle hands-on, c'est-à-dire qui vont vraiment diriger l'acteur, donner beaucoup de notes, maintenant vous savez ce que ça veut dire, des commentaires, ou au contraire, est-ce que vous préférez travailler avec des réalisateurs qui vous laissent beaucoup plus de liberté et auquel cas tu dois être un petit peu ton propre troisième œil?
Well, I mean, I think as an actor, you have to be quite a good translator. As in, like, when someone gives you a note, you have to be able to sift through what might be hurtful or sort of like make you feel self-conscious and be like, I think I see what they mean they want me to try and do. I mean, personally, I think it's all about trust, actually. I think if you trust a director, they can ask you to pretty much do anything. You know, like, I remember, like, working with a theatre director years back, who I feel like if he told me how to say my line, I'd have been like, yeah, I trust you. But so, you know, if you have that trust, you can sort of just really give in and just sort of say, yeah, I'll do what you want me to do, and I'll make it work. Because your job as an actor is to kind of just make it work and make it make sense, rather than sort of being like, oh, but I'm not sure if my character would do that, or I'm not sure if this is right. But if there's no trust, then you do have to play this little game of translating, of trying to sort of work out what the director is getting at. Because also, it's so weird, like there were times when we were shooting where what you feel is right and what looks right are often very different things. And actually, if you're feeling too comfortable or if you're feeling good, that doesn't necessarily read as good. And actually, when you're vice versa, when you're a bit off-centre and not super comfortable, that will be the take that the director will be like, yeah, that was great. So, yeah, it's a funny one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you have a preference? Or?
I don't know, but it's so... I do find it quite challenging because very quickly you have to be able to read someone's personality, and then it's so much about human relationships as well. And I think I quickly need to realise that I don't need to take anything, I shouldn't take anything and everything personally. Yeah. And some people are just more direct, some people are more complimentary. But yeah, I think, I don't know if I have a preference, maybe a bit more of an open dialogue and a conversation rather than like, do this, and less feeling like a puppet, because sometimes in acting you can feel like that and maybe you want to have a bit more autonomy, but yeah, you do have to trust, and I think that's when the best work can come out, is when you trust the director, for sure.
Yeah, and the actors around you.
Yeah.
Donc le résumé de tout, vous l'avez compris, c'est la confiance, que effectivement, selon les donc Luc parlait de ses expériences avec des metteurs en scène, donc metteur en scène pour le théâtre, réalisateur pour le travail face à la caméra, et que quand on a confiance en la personne qui nous dirige, il peut nous demander n'importe quoi. Dès lors qu'on a confiance, on sait faire la différence entre là c'est un propos artistique et on me demande de faire quelque chose pour faire avancer mon rôle, et pas c'est à moi qu'on s'adresse, il faut que tu sois ceci, cela. Donc toujours faire la part des choses. Mais sinon, Yerin disait qu'elle, ce qu'elle préfère, c'est quand il y a un dialogue qui est ouvert, qui permet de pouvoir échanger avec la personne, plutôt que ce qui peut arriver aussi très souvent, sentir un peu comme une marionnette, et puis le marionnettiste qui va te dire fais ci, fais ça, ce qui est aussi parfois possible. Mais en tous les cas, dès qu'il y a de l'humain, tout devient beaucoup plus simple, n'est-ce pas?
Wow.
Were there any...
I'm so impressed.
Thank you. Thank
really
you very
impressive.
much.
Yeah.
Were there any challenges that specific scenes maybe, or I don't know, requests that throughout the shooting of the season were more difficult, or any challenges that you have faced? Or a scene in particular?
The intimacy scenes are always quite difficult.
They're complicated.
They're very complicated. Just standing naked in front of people, it's always quite complicated.
Yeah, it's not your happy place.
No,
it's not anyone's happy place.
No.
Yeah.
Do you have a coordinator, like an intimacy coordinator?
Yeah, we
right?
have an incredible one called Lizzie Talbot, and she makes everyone feel safe. Us feel safe, and it does feel just like more of a choreography by the end of it. And she's there, like you said, to make sure that what we do feels good, but also looks good. And yeah, I always felt like those scenes were quite challenging, and that was actually the first thought I had after booking the job.
Oh, that was going to be my question.
Yeah, it was like, wow, and then I went, oh wow, I have to do that very quickly. Yeah, and I think...
Did you have the time to kind of converse with Luke, to kind of get acquainted before?
For
Definitely.
sure.
Yeah, I mean, it was, I guess we were lucky in that, you know, it wasn't like day one we had to do like an intimacy scene. Like, you know, we had time to do loads of scenes together, to get to know each other as actors and as people. And, you know, you can feel moments when those pennies drop, don't you, where you sort of feel like, oh, I feel like we're on, you know, we're on a level and we can work together. But yeah, no, personally, I mean, the biggest challenge, if I'm really honest, I mean, you're right, I think that's definitely true, is also the stuff all around the show, the promotional stuff and the publicity. And I don't dislike it, like, it's wonderful, and it's amazing how much time and effort is put into publicity nowadays. But it's surreal, and it's strange, and it's, as an actor who, I really like sort of having a really clear boundary between me and, you know, what I'm working on. And actually, if I keep that boundary it keeps everything in balance, and I really like having those two separate. And publicity is a bit of a challenge to that, because you sort of have to show a little bit of yourself. And I think it's maybe different for singers, you know, because I think for actors, if you're being imagined as other people, it's like your little magic trick. So you sort of don't want to necessarily reveal too much about who you are. So for me, genuinely, that is the biggest challenge for me, is navigating the whole world of like, okay, so what's Luke like then?
Donc je leur ai demandé quelles avaient été les difficultés ou les challenges qu'ils ont pu rencontrer en tournant cette saison. Donc Yerin a mentionné donc les scènes d'intimité, quelles qu'elles soient. Donc ils ont la chance d'avoir ce qu'on appelle un coordinateur d'intimité sur le set qui permet de pouvoir chorégraphier ces moments-là. Parce que évidemment, c'est souvent comme ça, vous savez que les films, les séries ne sont pas tournés dans la chronologie dans laquelle vous les regardez. Et donc, il s'avère que j'allais lui poser la question, elle a répondu même avant. Ça a été une des premières scènes qu'elle a dû tourner fraîchement arrivée d'Australie. Donc, forcément, là, c'est là où c'est formidable d'avoir une équipe en qui tu as confiance et puis des gens qui viennent aussi un peu cadrer les choses. On en a parlé d'ailleurs lorsqu'on a fait le musical. We did a special primetime show here where we did a musical on live TV. So proud to work on this program for moments like those. And they did an amazing job. They were sensational. 20 minutes they held the stage just by themselves.
Incredible.
Wow. Yes, live singing, live acting, no backups. And Bastian had a scene with another of our students, Anouk, and they had to, they fell in love and they had to kiss. And so they had very little time to prepare. So we did talk about this. We did work on it as a choreography. And I think in the end, everything went fine. Et ça a été un bon moment pour vous de tourner cette scène en la travaillant en justement, en écrivant les déplacements et...
En anglais ou...
Comme tu veux, Bastien.
No, it was very smooth. We felt like it was just for our characters, it was the climax of the relationship, so it was important for it to be choreographed in the right way. And, you know, it was like, our characters were quite young, so it was like, you know, that type of kiss. And I think it's also important to know what you're doing to then... for the story to be told in the right way.
Absolutely. It's so funny you said that. We had that with all our intimacy scenes, I think. It's the idea of like, as soon as you feel like it's a story beat and you can buy into the characters and what it means, and because I do think like there is a lot of effort nowadays, maybe less so before, to not make those sorts of scenes gratuitous, but to make them feel like they actually are a huge part of the story. And I do think Bridgerton does a really good job at, you know, sort of unpacking what they mean, what those scenes mean poetically, you know, rather than just be like, okay, take your clothes off, let's do this bit now. You know? No, it's all about story, I think.
Donc Luc va dans ton sens, Bastien, puisque Bastien expliquait que dès lors qu'on comprend pourquoi on fait les choses, qu'est-ce que cette scène raconte et en quoi elle sert l'histoire, alors dans ce cas-là, justement, on se sent plus marionnette, on se sent acteur qui a envie de raconter ce moment de l'histoire. Et Luc explique que c'est ce qu'il ressent dans Bridgerton et qui facilite aussi le fait de faire ces scènes-là, c'est qu'elles ne sont pas gratuites. C'est pas juste une scène pour montrer un moment d'intimité, ça raconte quelque chose, ça fait partie de la poésie de ce que raconte Bridgerton et donc dès lors que ça a un sens, c'est beaucoup plus facile de jouer. Et Luc expliquait aussi que pour lui, ce qui est difficile, entre guillemets, même si c'est plaisant, c'est tout le travail de parler du show lorsqu'on n'est plus dans le show, puisque effectivement le travail d'un acteur, c'est d'être quelqu'un d'autre et c'est de faire croire au public que je suis cette personne. Et forcément, quand on part en promotion, là, ça n'est pas le personnage de Bridgerton, c'est Yerin et c'est Luke. Et donc, comment on fait pour trouver le bon dosage entre je parle de mon personnage, mais je ne veux pas non plus que les gens voient trop Luke, puisque c'est pas le propos. Je suis là pour parler d'un personnage. Et donc, cette frontière est un peu difficile à trouver parfois.
Pardon.
I had another question. I had a little notes because I didn't want to forget anything. Yes, that is a very important question. How do you have a process to learn your lines? Comment vous faites pour apprendre votre texte? Because when it comes to filming, it's different from like when you do theater where you have to know everything.
Yeah.
How does it work with filming episode? First of all, do you shoot like episode per episode?
Kind of. We shot like
1 and 2 together. And then 3 and 4 together. Is that right?
1 and 3 together.
1 and 3
Yeah,
together.
then 2,
Yeah.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it is mostly chronological, but then obviously within the block you're going back and forth between 2 episodes. I don't know. I kind of just read my lines.
Do you actually then test yourself? Or you just read and then they're just there?
Yeah.
They're just there?
Yeah.
That's cool.
I'm a little bit lucky, I will say, and I do have friends that really struggle with learning their lines, and so they do have like like different methods, like writing down the first letter of each word and doing all that and covering and and I think there's apps now where they can help you with like learning your lines, which is great. But yeah, I think I've always been good. I'm going to be confident.
Be confident.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, especially if it's a good script, the conversation will easily flow. Like the person before is going to trigger a new thought, and then it helps you. Basically, I track the thought process of the scene, and once I understand why that word or something like that triggers why she wants to say the next thing, then it all becomes really easy, rather than being like it's word perfect. It's more the blueprint of the scene, and then I can work on that.
Yeah, because it's like, no, you're right. Like, I mean, when I'm enjoying a scene, when I think a scene is really good, it just goes in. And it's interesting, the moments where you struggle to learn it, it's either that you haven't quite understood why you're saying what you're saying, or you haven't understood quite what the thought pattern is, or sometimes, rarely, but sometimes, it's maybe a problem with the writing, you know. And so actually, all those moments where you feel like, oh, it's me struggling, often it's symptomatic of, it should be listened to rather than be like, oh, why am I crap at learning my lines? Like, actually, it's often... Yeah, it's so easy when the lines are great. It just goes in because it all makes sense, you know, in a way.
So you just read them?
Yeah. Just read them.
All right.
Yeah, no, actually, I do find it easier to, when I'm learning them, reading them, or testing myself, if I have someone else to do them with.
Oh, there
I think
you go.
if you can hear the other line, like I can't learn them separately. Well, I can, but it's miserable and lonely to do that. But actually to sort of like... Yeah, to have someone with you and to just... I mean, I've come to set a couple of days because, you know, they're such short scenes sometimes, not really knowing it, but then you run it with someone and it's just... It's a short-term memory thing. I feel like with theatre, it's a long-term memory thing. But filming, because it's these tiny little bits, they go into your short-term memory, and then the day after, I couldn't tell you a single line from Bridgerton. They've all been wiped. Whereas I feel like there's some plays that I've done, I could still sort of like give you some lines.
Do you have a designated person, though? Like the person that you go to rehearse your lines with?
You can. I mean, we had Jane,
Yeah, we
didn't
had a dialect coach, and she was incredible, and she was always readily available to test the lines. Yeah, that was really, really helpful. Yeah.
Donc, parce qu'ils expliquent, et ça me fait très plaisir qu'ils disent ça, parce que ça va complètement dans le sens de ce qu'on dit, c'est que c'est de l'apprentissage par le sens avant tout. Parce que forcément, tu apprends... Donc, vous savez comment ça se passe, hein, quand on fait un travail face à la caméra, on shoot une scène. Donc, déjà, premièrement, ils étaient en train d'expliquer que, en l'occurrence, ils ont shooté l'épisode 1 et l'épisode 3 en même temps. Donc, ça veut dire, t'imagines, tu joues une scène quelle qu'elle soit, de l'épisode 3. Donc, il faut évidemment que tu aies ton réalisateur qui te redonne toutes les intentions. Donc, voilà tout ce que ton personnage a vécu avant. Il est dans cette intention-là, etc. Et donc là, tu as un dialogue à apprendre. Et donc, en ce qui concerne Yerin, elle lit les choses. Dès lors que c'est bien écrit et que ça a du sens, ben, ça rentre. Et Luc expliquait que... c'est quand même beaucoup plus facile quand t'as quelqu'un qui te donne la réplique, parce que ça t'apprend le rythme, etc. Mais que ce qui revient quand même de manière générale, c'est que dès que c'est bien écrit, c'est très facile à apprendre parce que tout a du sens et donc ça clique, quoi. Voilà. Thank you very much for that. So I wanted to know, especially since the Bridgerton is what we call film d'époque. It takes place in another century, right? What's a typical day on set?
Well, different for women, I think.
Yeah, us women, we always take so much longer to get ready.
Yeah.
Yeah, a much earlier wake up call, pick up time.
Yeah, but we're talking like 4, 5 a.m.
Yeah.
That's where you start, roughly. Yeah, because we get driven to
the
set. Then what happens?
Then
breakfast.
At
Yeah.
5:30 a.m.
Yeah.
6 a.m.
So 4 a.m. is your pickup time?
Ish. 4, 5,
Depending if
6,
we're
depending.
outside,
Yes.
on location, and we have to shoot before, like, when sunrise hits.
Donc pas de grasse mat, hein?
And then makeup time, depending on the look, it can be from like an hour to 2 hours, sometimes 2.5, depending on some people's wigs. And then get into costume, rehearse the scene with the director, block it, and then they set up the shoot, and then, that's kind of repeat.
But it takes, like, what, to do a scene? Maybe an average size scene, 4, 5 hours, maybe?
Yeah.
To do one scene?
De
Depends
4
on
à
the
5
scene.
heures pour le shooting de une seule scène.
Yeah, it depends on the scene, and also it depends on the show. So the thing is, Bridgerton is very... It's very carefully thought through in terms of the, it's not sort of like a shaky camera. It's very staged and carefully done. So, they really do shoot a lot of a scene in lots of different angles. I mean, the main thing I'd say alongside that is just the amount of waiting. The main thing for me, the big obstacle coming from theatre was how to maintain your focus so that when you're ready, when it is finally your moment, you can just go. Because the amount of time you spend just waiting around, eating snacks, just sort of like wandering around, and you can lose your focus very easily, And so actually the challenge is really how do you manage to organise your time and organise your day and organise your brain so that when you actually get to, okay, it's your close-up, it's your shot, go. That's really tricky.
Yeah.
None of you do crochet?
Claudia does.
Actually.
Yeah.
I heard it from, well, she didn't tell it to me, but Dame Judi Dench does a lot of crochet on set.
Yeah.
Parce que c'est quelque chose qui est très connu dans le milieu du cinéma. Dès lors que ça filme, il y a énormément d'attentes. Et donc, il y a beaucoup d'acteurs et d'actrices qui se mettent au crochet et au tricot. Et donc, Dame Judi Dench, qui est une actrice anglophone extrêmement connue et respectée, qui a d'ailleurs été anoblie, d'où le nom de Dame Judi Dench. Donc, elle fait du crochet. Qui semble être une activité saine et très délicate, sauf qu'elle crochette des mots absolument qui ne se répéteront pas en public et qu'elle offre à tous ses amis. I heard that Judi Dench would crochet horrible words and then she would gift them to her co-actors.
That's amazing.
That's a very nice way.
But it is that thing of like keeping focused and keeping like light. I think there's something about a shooting there that can make you sort of sag and sort of feel very lethargic. And anything that can sort of just keep you awake and like playful. That's the key, I think.
Parce qu'il faut pas s'endormir, donc c'est vrai, trouver une activité où tu restes quand même dans ta concentration, mais qui te permet aussi de relâcher un peu, parce que ça peut durer très très longtemps. Donc 4 à 5 heures pour tourner une scène. Alors ça aussi, c'est une chose à laquelle il faut penser. Mais quand vous regardez une scène, il y a la scène. Mais la différence entre le théâtre et le cinéma, donc si par exemple il y a un dialogue entre ces deux personnes, il va y avoir un plan de face, puis ensuite on va refaire la même scène, cette fois-ci on va juste regarder Luc, donc il va falloir qu'elle joue quand même toutes ses attitudes corporelles, et ensuite on intervertit, il va y avoir le contre-champ, et puis peut-être un plan d'en bas, et puis peut-être un plan de comment réagissent les personnages secondaires derrière, donc ça peut prendre énormément de temps pour shooter quelque chose qui va durer peut-être 1 minute quand vous allez le regarder à l'écran.
I try and think of it sometimes as, how like in a play when you just do rehearsals, it's exactly the same in film, it's just that it's all squashed into one day. So essentially you do what you do in a play over the course of 2 months, but just in a day. So there's so much time to rehearse. Because, the amount of times you do a scene, and it doesn't really matter what you're doing because the camera's not looking at you yet. You do have the time to sort of like get into it and to rehearse. It's just that it's organised differently
Yeah.
than it would be over 2 months doing a play.
Avant de shooter une scène, il la répète. Donc d'abord, juste, il la répète avec le metteur en scène qui est là pour te donner les intentions de jeu, etc. Ensuite, Yerin parlait de to block a scene. Donc quand on block a scene, c'est vraiment là, on bloque les mouvements de mise en scène. Un peu ce que vous faites sur le Prime, hein, véritablement. D'abord, vous faites le son. So they have like a live show every week. And what they do when they rehearse one song, or they're first going to do the sound check, so just singing, do you hear yourself well, which is what would probably be the time when you rehearse just the scene with the director, if everything is okay technically. And then after that, they will work with the director to know where they need to be on stage, how to interact with all the props and everything. So that's what I will call block it for you, right? Donc finalement, vous êtes déjà habitué à ces choses-là. Donc, et puis une fois que tout est carré, eh bien là, on refait une dernière fois avec tout, la technique, les mouvements et la mise en place. Et vous êtes prêts pour faire le show. Donc ça, ils le font avant chaque scène. And how many, I don't know if there's an answer to that, because I imagine that it depends on the scene, but how many, on average, takes does it take for one scene, for one shot?
For one shot.
It depends, again, on the director and the type of scene, but maybe like 6, 7 takes.
6, 7 takes.
Yeah.
Because then also there's like, there's a medium, your camera's here, then it's up close. Like the camera will move, it can still be your shot, but the camera will move back and forward. But in terms of like, if it's one setup, probably 6, 7.
6, 7.
Yeah.
Donc une moyenne de 6 à 7 prises par plan. Ok, vous comprenez ce que ça veut dire?
Yeah, because also it's not just about the acting, as in like you could do like a great take, but then like, maybe the boom's in shot, or maybe, they've noticed a shadow in the corner of the frame, or maybe, it's such a, obviously all you see a lot of what you see on screen is quite focused on, the actors a lot of the time, but the whole design, all of that has to be perfect as well. So it's really humbling, I think, as a job being in screen, because you can do a take and be like, fucking nailed that. Yeah. But actually, they might say, "Oh, sorry, we're going to have to go again because this, this part of it wasn't right." So it's a group. There are so many different departments, and everyone needs to be happy for us then to move on. It's not just about the actors.
That's very nice. Is there like a time, like a memory you have where this whole teamwork actually brought a scene or a moment like to a place where it would have never gotten there hadn't it been for all the teamwork and all the competence of everybody together?
I think there's one scene that I did in Bridgerton where we were walking outside, and then there's also background actors, like I think 50 of them. So then the third AD, assistant directors, have to choreograph them. Then we were using props, and I had to get props from different background actors in the right time with the camera movement coming through like different, environments, and just, and that all coming together. It can take a long time, but when it does, it creates a massive synergy, and and it really does. Like, there's so much detail and intricacy and specificity that comes into one take, and it is a collaborative effort. But when you get it right, it looks amazing, and it feels amazing too. But yeah.
Donc je lui demandais s'ils avaient un moment en particulier où justement l'assemblage des compétences de tous les corps de métier avait fait qu'une scène qui à la base sur le papier se dit ok, c'est juste une autre scène, et puis tout d'un coup ça devient quelque chose d'incroyable. Donc Yerin parlait d'une scène où il y avait entre à peu près une 50aine de figurants, donc là vous imaginez 50 personnes sur un set, tous en costume, et il y avait toute une chorégraphie entre Yerin, déjà les figurants qui devaient avoir des déplacements millimétrés, et chacun donc avait des accessoires, on appelle ça des props en anglais. Je vous le dis parce que c'est souvent qu'on l'utilise en français aussi maintenant. Et donc elle devait marcher au rythme d'une caméra, prendre en timing certains accessoires, etc. Je dis ça a pris énormément de temps à shooter parce que tellement de détails, mais une fois que tu vois le résultat, tu te rends compte que ça valait le coup de se prendre la tête finalement, et que dans ces moments-là, avec un travail aussi méticuleux, l'expression ça passe, elle n'existe pas, et ça vaut le coup, ça vaut le coup. That's very nice to hear. Again, it speaks volume to them because in order to do what they do every week, they are absolutely aware that it takes a village.
Yeah.
And to put up such a show because they take the stage for 2.5 hours by themselves every Saturday.
It's amazing.
Yeah,
I don't know how you
again,
do it.
only
It's
live
incredible.
singing and live musicians. They have dancers with them. Sometimes they dance as well. And all of that for them to be able to perform at the level they perform at, it takes a village. And they're aware of that.
Yeah.
How did you get your start in acting, ladies and gentlemen?
My first job was at Shakespeare's Globe. I did Midsummer Night's Dream at Shakespeare's Globe. That was my first job.
You started with Shakespeare.
I did.
All right.
You know what? It's weird though, because when I was auditioning for drama schools, you always did like a Shakespeare and a modern. I know a lot of people find the modern one much easier and much more fun. For some reason, I actually always found the Shakespeare the easy one and the modern one the scary one, because there's something about Shakespeare that's so poetic and lifted out of like reality that you feel like you can sort of do whatever you want. Whereas doing something modern, I always felt like there'd be someone watching me being like, oh, I know what you're trying to do and that's not what it looks like. But with Shakespeare, there's no, all bets are off. So for me, I found it easy, but I know a lot of people don't. But yeah.
Training in London, right?
Yes,
okay.
that's right, yeah.
Because I think so. Sarah lives in London.
Cool.
Did you do a little theater, a little...
No, but many of my friends did, so I've learned from them
Yeah.
and just performed in bars and restaurants and
Cool.
events there.
And what about you, Bastien? I keep forgetting how you speak such good English.
I trained in London as well.
Cool.
I don't know if I can say the school, but...
Was it like
GSA.
performing arts?
It was a musical theater drama school.
Okay.
And I lived there as well for 5 years.
All right.
Cool.
And Yerin, you studied in Sydney, right?
I did study in
And
Sydney.
drama as well?
Drama, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But both of you, your major was in drama,
Yeah.
right?
Acting and fine
Luke
arts.
is not certain about
No,
that.
well, I guess like it's the course that I did was just an acting course, but it includes like we had some voice work, did do some singing, we did a lot of movement. It's there's all sorts of sort of stuff, but the main thing is acting.
Okay.
The core of it is
Okay.
acting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Same.
Donc, ils ont tous les deux étudié dans leurs pays respectifs. Donc, Luke en Angleterre et Yerin à Sydney en Australie. Alors comment on dit to major in something? Leur matière principale, c'était le jeu, le travail d'acteur. Mais dans toutes ces formations-là, tu as forcément toutes les autres matières que tu dois apprendre également. Donc, ils ont tous les deux pu bénéficier de cours de chant, de cours aussi de travail de la mise en scène. Je trouve ça très important qu'ils vous en parlent parce que ça fait encore écho à ce que vous vivez ici. Même si on sait exactement quel est notre propos artistique et comment on veut exister artistiquement, c'est hyper important de ne pas se fermer à toutes les autres formes d'expression artistique. Et puis j'espère que c'est aussi ce que vous avez pu réaliser ici. Moi, j'ai la sensation en tous les cas qu'entre le début de l'aventure où vous aviez vos convictions sur qui vous étiez et aujourd'hui 3 mois après, j'ai la sensation que vous avez pris goût à ajouter des soupçons d'acting dans ça, de l'humour dans ça, de la danse ici, tout un tas de choses, puis même votre envie aussi d'en apprendre plus sur la musique parce que vous avez quand même travaillé avec des musiciens qui vous accompagnent en live toutes les semaines, donc je pense que c'est hyper important d'apprendre ça. I was telling them how important it was was to be curious about all of the other art forms when you study, because you never know. Yeah. You never know when you're going to have to use them.
Well, there's always crossover. Like, I think the thing that's really cool is there's always... Like, I play quite a lot of music, and I only realised recently that when a director says to me, faster, slower, louder, or softer, I actually quite like... I get it. I get... If a director directs me from a point of view of rhythm, I get it. And I do think, like, that's just because... yeah, there are loads of crossovers. I think, like, if you're interested in one art form, like, everything speaks to everything, you know? I think, like... I even sometimes think of, like, the strangeness of shooting a series and, like, doing this moment, then this moment, then this moment, all in the wrong order. Feels like sort of like painting a picture, you know, and you do this bit and then you do this bit and then finally the portrait is clear. Yeah. But, yeah, they all speak to each other. Like, I encourage everyone to be as curious as possible about it, to what speaks to them, I think. Yeah.
Donc le mot-clé, hein, c'est curious, être curieux, c'est très important. C'est clairement une grande qualité quand on fait le métier que vous faites, d'être curieux, d'avoir envie de toucher à tout, parce qu'une carrière, c'est long. Et vous ne savez pas ce qui va vous inspirer à un moment ou à un autre, que ce soit s'intéresser à la peinture, parce que dès lors qu'on s'intéresse à la peinture, bah, vous allez peut-être écrire différemment, etc., etc., etc. Est-ce qu'il y en a ici qui sont curieux ou ah tiens, pourquoi pas être comédien, jouer devant une caméra? Est-ce qu'il y en a qui aimeraient ça, n'être pas que chanteur-acteur? Ouais, je pense que non. Victor, non. It's quite all right, my friend. It's quite all right. Donc, il y en a qui sont un petit... I was asking them if some of them were interested in pursuing a career as a comedian or actors. Yeah. And they are interested in that. Okay. Is there any advice that you could give them? That's something that maybe you were told one time and became like a mantra, or something that helps you when...
I had a masterclass with an incredible Korean actor who was an alumni of a Korean performing arts school that I attended. And I just remember he wrote "why" on a whiteboard, and that was his kind of introduction into the masterclass, was always remember your why. Because this industry, I think, you deal with a lot of rejection, you deal with a lot of self-doubt, perhaps, and a lot of that along the way. And you do need a bit of grit and a bit of thick skin to, I think, pursue it and continue to pursue it, and that it is a marathon, not a sprint. So it's easy to get swayed and swept up in the kind of the public, you know, eye of it all and the fame or whatever that is, but you need to remember your why you pursue the arts, why you want to sing. Is it something you love? And if you keep remembering that, then that's going to be your driving force, and it's going to help you pursue it and continue it until you succeed. Yeah, that was my biggest advice.
Yeah, no, that's great. I think sort of like, I mean, that's bang on. I think it's sort of the same. It's so funny, I actually have a French teacher when I used to go to school in France who said exactly the same thing. It was like, well, as long as you keep asking yourself the question why you do what you do. I mean, I think also I've found, you know, in an age where, you know, we're constantly pulled left and right, our attention is constantly pulled everywhere, like to develop your own focus and be your own tutor as much as possible. Try not to sort of compare. There's so much to be able to compare yourself to, particularly with these fucking things, you know, and just try and, I don't know, just like actually also cherish, though, you know, in an age of like perfection and AI and all of that, like you realise that actually what people go to art for is for imperfection, is for people trying and struggling to do stuff rather than delivering this sort of perfect thing. Like computers can do that, great, cool, but I think to be able to cherish your imperfections and to actually see that you struggling is not the thing that's getting in the way of you delivering this amazing song or like playing this scene. The struggle is the thing. You struggling to do it is what people are coming to watch. They want to see you try and do something, I think. And the attempt is what's inspiring. It's not necessarily the sort of final product, the the striving, I think, is what's nice to watch, I think. And what people go to theatre, song, everything for. I think that's what they want to watch. Yeah.
Donc les conseils qui les ont le plus aidés, donc le premier, je crois qu'on en parle depuis le premier jour, c'est le pourquoi. Toujours garder le pourquoi. Pourquoi je fais ça? Toujours garder cette question très très importante, parce que quand on sait pourquoi, on est capable d'accepter plein de choses et puis on trouve la motivation, la volonté de faire les choses puisque ça a du sens. Donc toujours revenir à pourquoi. L'autre chose qu'il dit, qui je pense est essentielle, et c'est dans ces moments-là où il y a une actrice que je chéris qui s'appelle Betty White. I'm a huge fan of Betty White. Et elle n'est plus de ce monde. Et elle avait dit un jour, un journaliste lui avait posé la question, quel serait votre souhait le plus profond. Elle avait dit, j'aimerais avoir à nouveau 20 ans avec tout ce que je sais à 80 ans. She said that her wish would be to be 20 again with everything that she knows at 80. Et donc, je sais que vous entendez, que vous êtes très concentrés. Et si moi je pouvais avoir un vœu, c'est que ce que je vous dis là, ce que Luc vous dit là et Yerin également, que vous le compreniez et que vous gagnez 10 ans sur tous les gens de votre âge. Ne vous comparez à personne. Do not compare yourself to anyone. Les avis non sollicités, vous en aurez toute votre vie. Donc, si vous comparez aux gens, ces avis-là, ils vont commencer à avoir du poids. Et vous savez, autant de gens il y a, autant d'avis il y a, et donc c'est le début de la fin. Donc, savez pourquoi vous faites les choses, et juste assumez qui vous êtes. Et le dernier conseil de Luc, c'est de oser. Oser se tromper, oser être imparfait. C'est ça aussi qui vous différencie de tous les gens qui veulent mais ne vont pas au bout. C'est parce qu'ils ont tellement peur justement de ne pas être parfaits et on tape sur l'imperfection. Vous, c'est pas une envie, c'est un besoin. Donc, assumez ce fait-là. Oui, vous n'êtes pas parfait, personne n'est parfait. Assumez le fait d'oser le montrer. Je pense que c'est le résumé des 3 conseils que nous venons d'entendre. Thank you so much for being there for them today. It's such a gift, such a privilege. Is there a question that you would like to ask your guest before we say goodbye? Even 2 or 3?
Where do you live now?
Where do I live now?
Yeah, are you in Australia or in London?
I'm still in Australia. Yeah, everyone's always asking me if I want to move to London or if I'm going to, and I say no. I think because for me, Sydney is where I have my family, it's where I have my friends, and to have a place that I can go back to that grounds me and reminds me of my people and where I came from, I think it's always such a good reminder. So. And it's nice because they put me up and then I don't have to pay rent.
And they don't have koalas in London.
Exactly.
There you go. Yeah. Donc, elle n'a pas du tout envie de déménager d'Australie parce que, évidemment, quand on mène une vie avec un tel rythme où tu pars longtemps loin de chez toi, c'est hyper important pour elle, en tous les cas, d'avoir cet endroit, cette base où tu retrouves qui tu es, ta famille, tes amis, l'océan et les koalas. You got that one.
Yeah.
And Luke?
Where? Oh, yeah, I'm based in London.
You live in London.
Yeah. I think I love doing screen, and actually I've fallen in love more and more with doing screen. But theatre was always my first love, and I don't think there's anywhere quite like London for theatre. And so that's it. And if there's always the opportunity to do it there, there's no reason to move.
And Camden Market.
And Camden Market.
Une autre question, les amis?
Would you like directing someday?
Yeah.
You know what? No, I have been asked once before that. I think my problem is that in my head, I would find it very lonely, because one of the reasons why acting really always appealed to me is that I have always grown up, when I grew up, and maybe it's partly from the whole English-French, not being quite English, not being quite French, but feeling slightly on the outside of things. And acting was an amazing opportunity to be in something, be in a moment with someone, and to not be spectating on yourself. Because I guess if you if you let someone else watch you, that means you don't have to watch yourself. So I used to love, I love that feeling of acting. And so at the moment, who knows, maybe it will change someday, but I feel like directing, I would want to be I would want to be on the other side of the mirror, rather than sort of just looking on the outside.
You can do both.
Yeah, I know. No, maybe. You know, I'm sure it's where I'm at the moment. I think, you know, there may come a time where I sort of think, yeah, okay, I've played around enough now. But and you're right. You know, you don't have to choose. But yeah, that's the reason why I find it a bit more scary, I think. Than, yeah.
Donc, est-ce que Luc a envie de réaliser? Oui et non. Oui, parce que c'est un travail hyper intéressant d'amener ta vision sur une scène, sur une histoire, mais pour le moment, surtout qu'il aime tellement le fait de jouer que pour le moment, jouer reste vraiment ce qu'il préfère faire et dans son cœur, mais il ne ferme aucune porte, n'est-ce pas, Luc?
Jamais.
Any other questions?
I'd love to know it's a hard question, but your favorite movie and why? What's your favorite movie?
Ooh, that's a good
great
one.
My favourite movie.
Constantly changing.
Yeah.
Changes on my mood,
Yeah.
my day.
You're allowed two.
Okay.
Or right now, what your favorite movie is?
A recent one I've seen, I don't know if it's my favourite one, but a recent one I've seen recently that I was like, I had a ball watching that, was Sinners.
Yeah.
Incredible. Like, just all over, just so sexy.
Yeah.
And so fun, and like, it's just so unpredictable, and yeah. I mean, that's not necessarily my favourite movie. I'm trying to think of like my favourite, but that's one I've enjoyed recently, definitely. Yeah.
I love Old Boy by Park Chan-wook. It's a Korean film. It's quite dark and quite gory, but it's also quite funny, and it's just a really bizarre plot line. And then I also really like Howl's Moving Castle, Studio Ghibli.
Oh, yes.
I just think the way he sees a world and it just blows my mind that he can even think of
Château dans le ciel, je crois.
that. Yeah.
Château dans le ciel, oui.
Château entier.
Peut-être.
I was trying to figure out the title in French because it's a
yeah,
very popular animation movie in France. But Le Château dans le ciel.
Ambulant, je crois qu'il a raison.
Ah, oui,
Mais vous voyez de quel...
Yeah, I think it just takes you somewhere, and the music and everything, it's like there's always, it just transports you, and I think that's what's so beautiful about that. And the way Hayao Miyazaki envisions characters, and it blows my mind that can come from someone's brain. Yeah. So, yeah.
I'm extremely disappointed. Completely disappointed. None of you mentioned a movie with Meryl Streep in it. I don't understand. Makes no sense.
Sophie's Choice. Yes.
Thank you very much. I knew she would get it. I do have one last question before we let you go. This is mon côté chauvin. I have no idea how to say that in English.
Yeah.
My French pride. There you go. My French pride. Are there any French artists that you know of and that you might know of their art or what they put out in the world?
I had a real obsession with Stromae at one point.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it's
He's
very...
from Belgium, but we'll accept
I know,
it.
careful.
We'll accept it.
Yeah, not French, Belgian. But French-speaking, I guess. But no, I think he's such an artist.
He
I just
is.
think like there's some stuff I've seen him do like live, as in like when it's filmed live, both from a choreographical point of view, but like also the design and his voice and everything. I just think he's amazing. Yeah, I mean, I know that's probably I don't know if he's still... I mean, yeah, he's put out something recently. He put out a Multitude recently, didn't he?
Well, we absolutely love Stromae in France, and I think it's a beautiful example of an artist that actually uses all holistic vision of what he does. He's not just a singer, he produces, he has like a vision also, aesthetic vision, everything. He uses everything.
And it's completely unique.
Right.
It feels completely him.
Absolutely.
That's what's amazing about it, I think,
Yerin, do you know anyone?
Serge Gainsbourg. Is that how you pronounce it?
Serge Gainsbourg.
Yeah,
amazing.
I love his music, and also I love Claude Monet's work.
Okay, that's incredible.
Yeah. I got given this book from my mum when I was very young, and I was so fascinated by his journey and the art of surrendering, even with his vision being lost, he still loved to paint, and he, through that imperfection or losing sight of something, how do you still keep onto the beauty of seeing the world? And I just think that the way he continues to paint and has that passion, it just, it's so beautiful.
You're talking about Manet, right?
Manet, sorry.
No,
Yeah.
I was just wondering.
Yeah.
I'm a very a small player when it comes to painters, so I just wanted to make sure. You probably know more than me.
Yeah, those two artists.
Donc, Manet et Serge Gainsbourg, pour Yerin, j'ai envie de dire un petit peu la classe quand même. Je n'aurais pas pu en dire autant.
She's impressed.
Very much so. I feel like a loser right now. Okay, well, thank you so much for being with us today. Est-ce que, pour une fois, je vous autorise une dernière requête? Je pense que vous voyez où je veux en venir.
Oui.
Parce que généralement, à chaque fois, je vous dis non. Mais là, il y a moyen que je vous dise oui. Ça dépend si vous posez la bonne question.
Okay.
Sarah, Victor, tous ensemble.
Well, would you like to come inside the castle? I mean, the mansion. With
It
us?
would be an honor.
Yes. You guys are so cute. Usually I always tell them that there's no time, so they don't even dare ask a question anymore.
I apologise in advance because I don't think we've tied it up.
What?
I'm not
It's so fine.
Unacceptable.
Again,
The
just...
beds were made this morning.
Our private spaces are always a
Les
bit
gars, je peux vous dire que je viens avec.
Ah oui.
Si je vois que l'aspirateur n'est pas passé,
Tu fermeras les yeux.
la tête au carré.
Yeah, you can take some of them.
You're allowed one pair of fake sunglasses.
Je sais qu'il y a du linceul dans la salle de bain. Voilà.
De quoi?
Il y a du linceul dans la salle de bain.
Yes.
this area. Yeah.
Le temps. So cute.
Tu vois?
Cours, Victor. Maintenant.
Qu'est-ce qu'il faut cacher?
Rien, Marlène. Tout va bien.
Midnight.
Do you want to take my arm here?
Et ça commence fait quand?
C'était en octobre le 18
Oh, so
octobre.
classy.
Ça
C'est
va
pas de
faire
la
3 mois.
confiance.
Should have worn sneakers.
That is self-confidence here, and I told
Moi,
you.
I got home.
See, good to have your arm.
Je me demandais à comment ça de... Où est-ce que vous oubliez que la caméra est
J'ai
là?
mis du temps à oublier,
Oh.
j'ai pas vraiment oublié.
Ouais.
Mais je sais qu'il y en a qui s'habituent, oui.
Did you have a little party? Yeah.
Ouais.
C'est vrai qu'au début,
Surréal.
au début ça fait bizarre parce qu'on les voit. Et au bout
bien sûr.
d'un moment, on les oublie.
Ouais.
I'm such an I, like introvert I, that
Voilà,
really
bienvenue. Bah, du coup, ça, c'est
Wow.
toutes les anciennes.
Welcome.
Et ça, c'est les promenades.
Oui. Voilà, je m'en rappelle. Oui.
So
Ça,
these
c'était la
are
première
all
année.
the photo
Voilà, ouais,
shoots
bien
that
sûr.
they did of the previous season. This was the 2001 was the first ever.
2001.
Yep. All
So
of these are
little
the
Luke was
alumni.
Probably, something like that.
Wow! Oh wow! This place is a camera. Is that a camera?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
Do you get used to that?
Yeah.
You do.
There's camera everywhere.
Elle est où
Yeah.
votre photo à vous?
Oui, elle est encore.
Oui, elle est dans...
Show us your pictures.
Oh my god! The piano. You should play
Beautiful
something.
piano.
Do you play?
I do play,
Come
yeah.
on, play something.
I'll do a little bit of Claire de Lune. How about that? Just the
Sure.
opening.
What a
Okay.
show off.
Since you exist. How many? Is it? What sort of piano is it? It's a kawaii.
It's the best
Wow, that's gorgeous. Wow. There you go. I'm going to play it for you.
You did.
Wow.
full piano.
That was so Bridgertonian where we just lived. I mean, in a castle with a grand piano. Thank you, Luke.
C'est Nikos.
Yeah.
Nikos Aliagas. Il présente toujours.
là.
Oui.
Yeah. This is the guy
This
who
is the
presented
host.
it way
Iconic
back in
host,
2001.
yeah.
Yeah.
Our God.
He's like one of magic.
That's so cool.
Vous voulez en montrer un petit peu le reste du château?
Oui, on peut voir les chambres. et tout.
So this
Donc
is
ça,
the
c'est notre
living
photo
room,
juste
and every Sunday we do here what we call the debrief, which is the feedback of the primetime
That
show.
was us at the
Is our
beginning
picture.
of our journey.
You're 17.
Started with 17 of you guys. Wow.
We're 17, yes.
Oh my gosh.
But they're not dead, it's okay.
Still alive.
Yeah.
Every,
Yeah,
to
so
lose.
yeah.
But do you guys still keep in touch? Oh,
You
but
allow
you don't
us to,
have.
yeah.
We don't have any.
Yeah.
We don't know what happened to them.
Still alive.
Yeah, wow.
We're not allowed to
That
speak to
must
them
be
or
so
anything.
hard.
Yeah.
They're gonna see them all again, of course, once
Yeah,
it's over.
yeah.
And we're gonna do a tour as well.
Did you guys see the kitchen?
No, I want to see the kitchen.
did.
It
have a
is the
glimpse of it,
heart
and
of
it is.
any house.
The kitchen
Is
is
incredible.
kitchen, elle est
It feels like a Barbie doll, like Polly. It's like Polly in your pocket.
Exactly.
Oh my god.
Ok, le truc.
Look, they've got the schedule
You
there.
got the
That's the whole schedule there. That's their week.
Showtime.
I know.
Wow. Oh my god.
Wow.
That's so.
This is
You
great.
guys do
Very
like the
fun.
full like. I don't know if you Kardashian-esque, like, like snack, yes, the Oreos, yes. Oh my gosh, this is.
cool.
Now for
since October.
3 months.
5 years.
And I'm
But the
I don't know.
I
It's
feel like
poisonous.
they're not hurting those very much.
Oh my god.
Tu sais ce que c'est ou pas?
We still don't know what it is.
Strawberries, aren't they?
Faut demander ce que c'est.
C'est des-
Je
Non, mais
cranberries, c'est ça?
Je crois que c'est ça, ouais.
Ouais.
Ah ouais?
Mais ils sont.
They're cranberries, right?
des
Érelles.
Mais ils vont pas bien.
C'est des érelles, non. Bah comme on sait pas ce que c'est, on n'y touche pas.
On n'est pas sûr.
Oh my god.
Oh, chiche.
After you, my friend.
Thank you.
Ferme la marche. Voilà. Tu leur as dit qu'elle était goofy, la
This is the
kitchen?
phone.
j'ai pas dit.
where you can get a minute a day.
Vince qui nous avait dit que.
A minute.
Call.
T'as fait
Yeah.
ton lit ou pas?
And a timer.
Wait, hang on a minute. You can only speak to you. What? So one about someone.
So you can't even do like how are you? It's just boom, like straight into the conversation.
Oh my god. Hi. How was I last Saturday?
Yeah.
Did I sing well?
I had a breakdown. Okay, please send home. Yeah, bye. I'm doing great.
Love you.
Wow.
Wow.
You can call Australia here. They're okay with it.
I've called Australia.
Have you?
Oh my god, you did!
Yeah.
I'm kidding,
best
Sarah.
friend.
Is she from Australia?
Yeah. I've just spent a year in Australia, so
Did you?
having you here feels like I'm in Melbourne.
C'est qui que tu as en Australie, Sarah?
I'm
Ma
glad.
meilleure amie.
Ah bah voilà.
She lives in Melbourne.
Oh,
Yeah, that's amazing.
My friends in Sydney.
Ça, c'est le message qu'on vous a laissé.
I'm glad that you're here. It feels like if I can
Situation. C'est l'influenceuse la plus connue en France.
ouais?
Elle est venue, du coup, elle a laissé un petit
Wow.
Ouais. Et ça, c'est plein d'anciens.
Oui, oui,
That
oui.
were here last year, all the year before.
Gorgeous.
Oh my gosh.
This
I don't know what you're talking about. It's so clean.
Yeah, come on. This is great.
Qu'est-ce qu'il écrit bien?
It could be better.
This is like the bathrooms I've seen in Big Brother.
Très beau.
Yeah, it is.
Very that.
Oh my gosh.
Big Brother.
Ça c'est
Yeah,
quoi?
and they're like, oh my
feels like
god,
being
that's
in
Bridgerton, like blah blah blah.
C'est là qu'on apprend les paroles. On est là jusqu'à une heure.
C'est des petits bureaux?
Would you have liked to do a reality show?
Hell. Well, you know what?
This
I
one
think
is
it's
different, though.
Yeah, yeah.
If it was just a normal reality show, no.
Yeah.
Ça se fait sur un
This
I
one
did
is more
used to-
based
when
on
I watched
art.
this one, I was like,
This
yeah,
is different
it'd be
though,
really
because I
fun.
think you guys are striving for like a.
Yeah, yeah.
Il y a le message de plein d'anciens.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. Oh my god!
Wow.
Wow!
Is it difficult to sleep
ça
all
va, ça
together?
va.
Yeah, recently.
No, you get used to it. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't sleep.
Pour toi, Bastien, c'est un peu compliqué.
I think we're all sleeping here, and then there's Amber.
I'm just alone.
Oh wow!
I'm alone.
And who sleeps there?
This is me.
Bastien, me,
They sleep all together.
Victor.
So cute.
Do you guys ever
Gorgeous.
like go into someone
Roll
else's
over.
territory?
That's very cute.
Yeah, Sarah's like,
That's
T'arrives pas à dormir quand il y a des gens à côté de toi?
Non, j'aime bien être seule.
Je comprends ça tellement.
Ouais.
Je n'accepte que Maxwell Sheffield.
Non, mais oui. Mais moi, regarde, il y a Tokyo sur mon lit qui m'attend.
Oh, baby! I'm like Amber. I sleep with my dog. That's it. And nobody else is allowed.
wow. This is so cool.
It really
I
is.
think it's
That's
pretty
beautiful.
organized and put together. I
Yeah.
congratulate you
It's
all.
not that
So these are for next.
yeah.
This is
Yeah.
this week.
like
This
the
Saturday.
lyrics.
Next week. Yeah.
What day are we?
Then there's
Oh, yeah.
the other room, but there's no one.
There's no one.
Yeah.
Dressing room.
Oh my gosh!
Huge.
It's so colorful. It's like I'm in a like.
Bon, il est un peu en white, le dressing. Quand même.
Un peu le bazar.
Oh yes,
Les
I
miennes.
love it back and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yerin got me a pair of
Bien,
those.
tentative de...
Yeah.
There's some cake.
Voilà, voilà.
That's great. Voilà le picotage. On commence déjà.
Triple their traps everywhere.
Oh my gosh. What a cute. This is cool. I like this.
Super. Ouais, je-
Attends, tu changes du combien?
Oh, I
Voilà,
like
j'allais dire,
it.
ça reste là.
All the boys were,
Boys.
all the boys.
Oh,
Yeah.
girls, boys. Oh, okay, I see.
and we all had our names.
Oh wow.
This is everyone.
It's great. Little.
I know. This is so cool.
Ils sont tous à l'intérieur.
Yes.
Je vous ai piqué un truc dans le château.
Oui, j'ai vu.
Oui. On se rappelle.
I did... I shouldn't say it.
No, I want
Let's
to
just say
know.
that there was something in this place, and it no longer is there.
All right.
And for some reason, it appeared in my kitchen. I don't know how.
Hey.
And I
Don't know
think
how.
they know what I'm talking about. How do you know? You guys were using it?
We saw you.
What? How?
Je demandais rien.
I was so discreet.
I want to know what you've taken.
Yeah, me too.
En forme de caniche.
What a colorful
Oui, alors
place.
oui, je sais. J'étais là, mais je me rappelle plus.
This is great.
That's gorgeous.
Right?
What an awesome
Very, very,
chateau.
very sweet. Yeah.
Wow.
T'imagines depuis.
Franchement, ça va. Hein. C'est vraiment... non, franchement,
Ça a été
non,
cher.
c'est pas le bazar.
Oui, ça a été. Quand on était.
This show has been around
Ma
for
chambre et mon
24
entrée
years.
sont
I know.
Well, 25
I know.
years now. It's been
Yeah.
26. My gosh.
I know.
Mais c'est complètement à cause de vous.
Hey, look.
Oui, bien sûr.
Voilà.
Robbie Williams.
Prends la.
J'ai plus le temps. J'ai plus le temps de
Please,
plier.
yeah.
Il est beau ton tatouage, Marlène.
Il est beau, Marie.
Dans la nuque.
was really, really
amazing.
special.
Thank
I can't
you.
believe we got to see it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, thank you. Really,
Thank you,
for having
and
us.
all the
It's
best,
lovely
and
to
wishing
meet
you guys all the best of luck. And
Thank
Yeah.
you for coming.
Yeah.
And congrats on the show. It's
Thank you.
We can't wait to watch.
Yeah.
we want to watch the rest now.
I guess you can't watch it in here, can you? You have to wait till you're out.
Vous avez plus de Polaroid?
Non, elle marche pas.
Oh malheur! Vous auriez pu prendre la photo avec moi, tant pis. I was at, because they
It's here.
they had those little things for Christmas, and I wanted them to take a picture with y'all, but no more.
No more. It's right now. Oh.
All right.
Bon, eh ben, écoutez, j'espère que ça vous a reboosté, et puis voilà, pendant quelques instants, c'était juste du kiff. Thank you so much for being there for them. It was such an honor, and especially because it's been a lot of work for them, and they've been doing everything for the past 3 months. So I think it's great that thanks to you, they got this outing yesterday, and being able to see the avant-premiere was obviously such a gift, and your presence here is just like the gift that keeps on giving. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Merci à
All the
vous
best.
tous pour vos
Thank you so
questions,
much.
et puis passez une bien bonne journée. Gardez la pêche.
Merci.
Merci beaucoup.
See you later.
À plus. Bisous.
Dans le bus.
Bye bye.
À bientôt dans le métro.
Bye.
Qu'est-ce qu'il y a des